Alright, get ready to give me my thumbs up. I bet you I'm the only review that shows you that you can fit this guy inside a Prime's trailer. Yeah, this trailer is good for something. This $200 trailer. Basically, I had to bend these in so that part of his nose could hang out right there. And of course, mistransform the wings, but yeah, there you go.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm going to be reviewing Fanstoys Goose FT-30C. This is on loan to me from Matt, the bot supplier. Once he gets all of these, I guess he's going to have to reship everything back to me. Please. Here's the packaging, roughly 13 inches long, 5 inches high, 6 inches wide. Just like their version of Superion, he has a clear case right here. It's not double layered styrofoam. He comes with a card and a book, just like they always do. Yay. Okay, here's Goose, aka Skydive, out of packaging, and overall I think he looks good. His backpack sticks out a little bit more than I thought it would be, or thought it would do, but he still looks good. His face looks really good, the paint is good, and really overall there's not much to this guy, so this is going to be an easy review, thank goodness. But look at that face. Nick gave me a frickin' spudger. Just pop the face off like that, and there's another face in a little baggie. And here's the back of his head right here. 3 screws. Thank goodness you don't have to unscrew anything to take the head off. But yeah, details look really good. I believe the thighs are die cast, the feet are die cast, and there are a few die cast bars here or there inside of here. Because of what I'm used to when it comes with Fanstoys, the plastic feels way lightweight. Mostly anything gray. So this whole backpack, which I understand needs to be lighter weight so he won't be back heavy. But anything that's in this gray plastic, it's a lighter feeling plastic. Can't really say it feels cheap, but I am trying to be careful with it. But the heel is die cast as well. So yeah, articulation basic as hell. Head looks up, doesn't really look down. Swivels all the way around, but bumps. Shoulders go out to here. Rotate on a soft ratchet. This was really tight, but now that I moved it right here, I don't feel the ratchets at all until I get to this point, which is weird. Until I get to this point. So it's like all of this motion, kind of don't feel it, but this arm, I feel it all the way around. So I don't know if that's a flaw or whatever. I do see some oil up in there. Bicep rotation. Elbow only bends 90 degrees. I was shocked about that. Wrist rotates. All the fingers are individually articulated like they like to do on those little knuckles. The thumb is just on a ball joint. There's no secondary hinge. They molded it like there would be, but there's not. Waist. The waist is interesting. He can turn all day like this, but he can't turn this way at all. Why can't he do that? Because this panel right here, they didn't put a secondary hinge on that to make it fold down flush to the body. So you can rotate it this way, but then when you try to rotate that way, it messes up. Here's what somebody showed Pick. If you rotate him all the way around, you could pretend he's turning to the left if you're absolutely needing him to turn to the left. But then you'll have to remember to turn him back this way. Flaps right here. Leg goes back to there. Goes out to, it's bumping up there, so I can't get it completely out. And it does come forward just about 90 degrees. Knee bends 90 degrees. Ankle pivot a lot. And there is a little rotational joint right there, so it does give you some motion, especially when you pull it out of the straight up and down groove, and of course the toes does this and that. I kind of don't like this design, especially for die-cast feet. Die-cast feet always tend to get loose over years or over time. Might not even be years for some people, but you should be able to get into fairly decentish but basic at the same time poses, because he doesn't have like butterfly joints or anything, and the elbows don't bend more than 90 degrees. Here's something I did. You can pop this up. This isn't official at all. I put both of his guns in here because the inside of his body is straight hollow until you transform him. So, but I put these guns in there. They hinge forward, and this is very tight. I would bend from here if yours feels tight like this. Of course, they go in the hand, much like any other Masterpiece figure. So, there you are. It's lifted off of the back of his hand. Pow, 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 shoot, shoot, shoot. To let you see him dual wielding, here it is. So you can get him into a decent pose. Any pose you can get your friggin' Siege figures in, you can get this guy in. I hate to say that because the articulation is just super basic. And then you have stuff like this. So, yeah. Of course, the wings can be adjusted. However, you can rotate them the other way, have this in instead of that way. This, if you want it to be straight, you'll have to flip all this down. But yeah, it's not in the center, so yeah. Pig for Life. Pig for Life did a good comparison of a whole bunch of figures you're not gonna see on my channel. He had the Zeta figure, so I suggest going to his full review. He got a live stream and a full review. Go to that full review if you want to see certain comparisons that I don't have. You know what these look like? Nintendo NES Zapper light guns. Here are some comparisons I do have comparative to their real official heights. And let's bring in like Wheeljack just in case. This is probably the height that Prowl is and the official Sideswipe, because this guy is a little bit taller than the official one, so he can match up with Sunstreaker. That's his name. Speaking of Sunstreaker, here you go with this comparison. Overall, he looks good. He feels good too. But he's just basic when it comes to articulation. The backpack doesn't bug me pretty much at all. Aerialbots always have been known for wearing their whole jet on their back, so there you go with that. Transformation and Pig for Life was so good again. I didn't even need to look at the instructions after watching this video, but not saying that this figure was that hard to figure out, but do that. Now close the thumb up like this, fold the fist up like this if you didn't have it like that already. Open this panel up, shift the hands into there. Open this up, shift the hand into there. Go ahead and squeeze that like this, or force it up to that point. This opened up ahead of schedule. Open that on the arm, kind of like with the arm straight a little bit. Hinge it up into this orientation, and then reshut this and it'll peg in. With the arm still straight, it won't do right if you hold the shoulders out like this, because it's a little thing right there that hinges out. So this needs to be like that. Hinge it up into there and shut that like that. Now we can lift the head up, and I'm going to go ahead and rotate the head backwards. Open this panel up, slide this forward, slide that forward, turn it, now slide it out, start turning them in together, and that's the best I did with this, because you got to slide it out like all the way. Now slide them in until they stop. And now we can take these things out and shut it. go ahead and shut this there and that here. I'm not sure what these actually do, but do that. Now we can shut that. Now, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go with the feet. Push this in, push this in, push that in, push that in. These are kind of scary, like I said. And I'm just scary because, like I said, it's lightweight. It's lightweight. Kind of bring it out, but leave it like this. Bring it up, but leave it like this. Why? Because if you bend this hinge down trying to get it into its transformed orientation, it gets in the way. Open that up. Open that up. And now let's open these flaps up, because you'll cause rubbish and whatnot, and nobody wants to rub off the paint. And look at the detail they put under there. That's cool. But Combine Wars. Now we can shut this, shut that, and shut this. Bring it out. Shut this, shut this, shut this. Now we can get these out the way and close that together. Go ahead and bring these down. I'm gonna leave them like that for now. Here, we need to unconnect this right there. Unconnect this. Kind of leave them, but you know what? Not leave it. I'm gonna bring this out. This slides right here, and put the wings together. Bring this out. Put the wings together. Lift that up, and we can. It's attached right here. So take that apart. Take that apart, and this will all unaccordion. And they show you this in the instructions, but so you can see, because I'm not showing both transformations, this needs to be in a Z transformation like that. And then you would just basically raise this up until it gets back into that slot. Okay? Okay. Now we can unconnect this, unconnect that. They're tabbed into this stand port size hole. And now we can open this. Come on. And this part right here grooves into some slots right there. It's kind of hard for me to show you, but basically you bring it down and groove it into that slot and shut this around his head. These right here shut, and they are difficult to detach, unfortunately. Then we can shut this. Now we work on this stuff back here, and as you can see, all of this stuff is coming together smoothly. It's a lot of steps, but it's still coming together smoothly. Bring that down, and then we lift these up to here, connect them, connect these rear parts, and basically bring this down here until they peg onto this. And now this is kind of like a big gap right there. I haven't been able to push that down, so I don't know. I just wiggled this side to make it a bigger gap on that side to make my mind easy, rest at ease. Push that into place, push that into place, and now go ahead and bring this up and peg that into there. Bring this up. It's mostly this piece you got to worry about getting in there. And now, boom, he is a jet. It has some weight, but it's not super heavy. Most of the weight is in this part of the body because the legs are die cast and the feet are die cast. But look at that. I still have a siege effect in here. Hold on. at that blue iron hide apart. Nah, that's too recessed in there to fit. Man, let's take this off. Yay. I bet you no other review showed you that either. Thank you, T-Man. I always try to do stuff like that. Landing gear. Landing gear is a pain in the ass. Bring that out, bring this out. I mean, this one is decently easy to get to. So I suggest Spudgers. I'm going to put a link to Spudgers. Now, this landing gear up here is the most painful. But if you can get that open with your fingers, good luck. That's probably only because I've done opened this up like 50 times. Open that up. Bring this out. Bring this as far forward as possible. And the landing gear is right there. You can shove that through until we get here. Shut that. Shut that. And while we're here, compatibility with Mr. Spike right there. Get him in a seated position, get his arms down, or put the arms forward as much as you can. This is the Spike that comes with Bumblebee, the MP45, and he can fly in there perfectly. So that's cool. Weapons. You put these guns here. I don't know why that doesn't want to squeeze in there. Come on. Here's something I didn't show y'all. These actually peg in right there. Pegging that in does make them sit in there a little bit more flush. Well, yeah, this is a nice jet. Let me get a Seeker I have transformed already. All right, here he is next to my last official Seeker. Yeah, let's see. They are roughly the same length. Flat down on the fin, Starscream is longer. Okay, I really like this jet mode, I'm gonna be honest with you. It comes together clean and neat. It still looks like a robot hanging out down here, but it's still shaped like a jet. It doesn't fully look like a block hanging up. I don't know, you decide. It still looks good to me. About the only annoying thing about the jet mode is how you have to change the landing gear. And the more you mess with this piece right here, the more that will get loose. If you have fingernails, you can get up under there. So pushing this through won't be such a chore after a while. And there is some like rubbish right there. So that's maybe bad design, I guess. I don't know how to make it into the limb, and since I don't have everything, I don't even want to force myself to even try to make a limb. Peak in his live streams, he said that, well, in his review, he said that he did his speculation on what he thinks the limb mode will be like. I haven't watched his live stream yet, so yeah. And outside of him, Sony is reviewing it with TM Reviews, and Epic with Chosen Prime. I'm pretty sure Epic's review is going to be nice, sweet, short, to the point. I think when he does his transformations, he doesn't show both sides to make the transformation a little bit quicker. But yeah, here you go. I just realized I don't explicitly say this. Yes, I feel like this figure is a solid buy. It's good, but just overall basic when it comes to articulation. But it's still a good figure. Might be $20 overpriced, but it's still a good figure. Thank y'all for watching this. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Click the videos. Click